Hello, Gemini. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading focused on the first half of March. Welcome to my channel and thank you guys so much for being here and for tuning in. General reading as always, so it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and let the rest go. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And just a side note, guys, that I am fully booked through March 20th, okay? And I will also have a list of all of the card decks that I'll be using here today, Gemini. So I do have some questions in mind for this particular bonus reading. We're going to start off with the alphabet deck and pull some letters that could play a significant role for this reading, whether it's tied into your person or yourself or someone else. Let's go ahead and pull some letters here and see what comes forward. So we'll grab a few of them. We're starting off with an R, Y, A, N. Pull a few more. We have another R, and I just realized that says Ryan. Totally random, so for some of you guys, your person's name could be Ryan. We have another R. We have a V, and I'm guided to one more. We have an S. Okay, so if any of these letters play a significant role in your connection with a particular person that you're focused on, for this reading, Gemini, it could certainly be tied into that, okay? Now, it doesn't mean just because your letter didn't come forward here that this reading will not apply to you. So definitely stay tuned and let's take a look and see what messages need to be communicated here today. We are going to focus more so for those of you who are in a connection that's going through challenges right now or are in separation. So I wanted to take a look first, Gemini, at your person, where they are at currently. We're going to start off with the Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon. You don't, of course, have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the card deck. But this particular deck does take a look at the darker aspects of a person, what they might be hiding, what is in the shadows, what is it that they're not dealing with, what is it that could have contributed to the reason why you guys are in separation. Let's take a look at that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, for your person, void. Okay, this void for me is coming up with that empty feeling that we feel when something or someone is missing from our life. Okay, so your person could be feeling the emptiness, and I just happened to glance at the next card. Emptiness. Okay? So they're feeling empty without you, Gemini. You have definitely left a void in their heart space, in their life, as a result of your absence or the fact that you guys are not together right now. They are coming forward, however, as unavailable. Your person's unavailable. So they could have already been attached to somebody else, or they still are. But when it comes to the connection with you, there's this empty feeling that they have. We have childish coming through here as well. Childish energy, of course, could be somebody that is very immature. This could also be for those of you where there's an age variance in the connection. This person could be younger than you, or you could be the younger counterpart here, Gemini, however way that's represented. You guys might even have children together or have children from previous relationships. And there's this youthful energy that comes from this card. But typically it's somebody who's done something or said something that was just coming from a place of immaturity and being very childish. We have secretive, followed by non-action. Okay, excuse me, what I'm noticing from these cards here is this person's wearing a mask. Deception, secrets, lies, dishonesty, which is contributing to why there's not a whole lot of action going on here. Because first and foremost, somebody isn't available. Someone is not available to pursue a reconnection here. Or perhaps they've already moved on to another relationship, or they were already a part of a relationship, which for some of you guys, this is a third party situation. And if you've watched enough of my readings, this is something that keeps coming up because it's still happening. If that doesn't apply to you, then this part of the reading, of course, does not apply. But someone's keeping secrets, either from a partner that they are currently with because they're still connected to you somehow, Gemini, or you guys kept secrets and were sneaking around as a result of a third-party situation. There's a reason here why your person anyway is not in any sort of position to be able to create movement towards you if they're already attached to somebody else. That's a reality of what's coming through here. But the thing is, even though they might have either moved on to another connection or they already were a part of one at the time that you guys met, they're unfulfilled. They feel empty. And there is this void. Something's missing for them, even if they are attached, even if they are currently in a relationship. All right, so let's continue. Let's grab some insight from the Pining Rose deck by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Where is your person at currently, Gemini? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What is their energy that needs to be communicated here at this time? But that's so super interesting how it actually spelled out somebody's name there. Ryan. Ryan, and then an R, a V, and an S. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Self-love. Perhaps your person needs to work on this. They need to find a place in their own heart to where they can love themselves. Love themselves enough to detach from a relationship that they are in that does not fulfill them, because clearly they're coming up empty here. We have commitment phobia. So they could also be afraid to fully commit to this partnership, or they're in it, but not fully invested. They definitely want to reach out to you. Look at this. We've got red hot. So the connection was fiery, very intense, very passionate, very sexual. They might be waiting to hear from you, waiting to see where this is all going to go. For now, it's non-action, but possibly waiting to hear from you, Gemini, wanting to reach out but unable to. And look at this. I find this so interesting how we have secret admirer. And we all know what the typical meaning of a secret admirer is, but in this particular reading and the way the cards are coming through, I just feel that your person, Gemini, they still have such love for you and admiration for you, of course. You're still very much a part of their heart space and their thoughts. But because we've got secretive coming through here, we've got secret admirer, there's a lot of secrets that were involved in the connection here between the two of you. So let's add to this with some tarot. Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides for Gemini, please. Where is your person at currently? What else do we need to know? when it comes to the person that you're focused on for this reading, Gemini. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So you might be involved with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. This particular card reads steady progress. The Knight of Pentacles, knights typically create motion in a situation. This is somebody who's very efficient, very routine oriented. So falling right below self-love, I do feel that they are making progress as far as what it is that they're doing to create movement in their own life, since they can't create movement towards you. There's no action right now. So they have to focus on themselves. They need to work on healing their own energy. We do have the Queen of Swords coming through here, which swords, of course, is air. And Gemini, that's you. And if you happen to be feminine, Gemini, maybe it is you that cut this person out of your life. Sharp and assertive is a part of your energy with the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords always stands up for herself. Not afraid to speak her mind. And honestly doesn't take shit from anybody. Especially if somebody is not able to fully commit to you. You're out. And if they want to reach out, if you're not feeling it, then there is no action that they can take towards you. You yourself could be unavailable at this time as well. You know, and part of that feeling is that when you wanted them to commit to you, they weren't able to because they were unavailable. They were still attached to another partnership or entered into another partnership while you guys were together, possibly. We have the Knight of Cups right after that. Romantic gesture. Cups is water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But there is a romantic gesture that's coming through here, falling right below reach out. So I feel here, Gemini, especially if you happen to be feminine, that this person might want to reach out to you, do something romantic for you, take you out for dinner, do something special to win you back, possibly. We do have the Ace of Wands, which is fire. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's interesting how it's falling right below red hot, and then we have that spark there. Because it's still here. From your person's perspective anyway, they still feel that fiery heat emanating from the connection between the two of you. Part of the problem here is that you guys had a very painful ending. That is the Ten of Swords. And since it is swords and air energy, which of course Gemini you are, you could have been the person that ended this. But they're coming through letting you know that they're still waiting. They're still waiting for you. Page of Swords, more air. For some of you guys, this person could be a fellow air sign. Pages typically send messages. But this particular person, they're just thinking about it. They're not doing anything about it. And it's interesting how it's falling right below non-action and secret admirer. They are keeping things to themselves for now, just thinking about a particular plan of action that they want to eventually partake in, but not right now. It's not the right time. But the Ace of Wands is a beautiful card. It's about inspiration. It's about creativity and being able to create this new beginning with you, Gemini. Clearly, you guys had a painful ending. Maybe they're just waiting for the right time to be able to approach you at the right time because they still desire you. They want to be able to create a new beginning with you, possibly. Okay, so that's where your person is. Let's take a look at you, Gemini, and see where you're at energetically, what it is that you're going through, how you feel, what's in your heart, what are you thinking, what are you feeling? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Where are you at the moment? Please bring it forward, angels, for Gemini. Where are you at? You're just trying to have some patience. Tribe. Okay. Tribe could be family. It could be friends, people that you know have your back. You might be trying to spend time with your tribe, whoever your tribe is. Especially if you are at a distance from this person, you're just trying to spend time with people that you know are there for you, that are your support system. And you're not in any sort of rush to create any sort of movement towards this connection. You've got patience on your side, or you're trying hard to have that. But you are feeling nostalgic. So there are times when you think about this person, a part of you might still feel that you're attached to this individual somehow. Part of the reason why that is due to this mirroring energy, which is tied into a twin flame bond. For those that are unfamiliar, your twin flame is your mirror soul. They are the other half of that soul. They represent your true energetic counterpart in this lifetime. You know, just imagine it to be one soul that is occupied by two bodies. That's what you and your twin flame represent. But right now, you guys are in separation. You got to pay attention, Gemini, to the signs that are trying to grab your attention at this time. Signs that are specific to you and your person. It could be their name. It could be letters, if that applies to you. From any of these letters here, you might actually see actual signs when you're out and about. That plays a significant part in this relationship. So for now, your answer is no. Your heart is still grieving the separation. And your person as well has to have patience, because for now, you're not ready. Your answer is no. That's what's coming through. So let's add to this. Let's see what else needs to come forward. Let's grab the Pining Rose Twin Flame deck by Calico Moon. What else is in your heart space, Gemini, when it comes to this connection? Angels and spirit guides for Gemini. What needs to come through at this time? Where are you at currently, Gemini? So yeah, you guys are not together right now. We do have whispers coming through here. You know, my interpretation of this is if somebody's wanting to reach out to you, and clearly you guys are not together right now, and energetically, vibrationally, in the fifth dimension, they might be trying to grab your attention there. But they need to speak up. You know, if they're whispering at such a low level that you can barely pick up off of their words and energies, you're not going to hear them. They need to speak up. Whispers also could be somebody who's keeping secrets. That already came through. The chit chatter. Somebody who's whispering and being deceptive, being secretive. It's all tied into what came forward already from your person. wearing that false mask, pretending to be something that they're not, or doing some shady shit behind your back. We do have fantasizing, however, followed by soul connection. So you still feel drawn to this person, Gemini, because for one thing, you guys are coming forward, mirroring each other, which again is my interpretation of twin flame. And this soul connection is very special, which is why you're still feeling drawn to them. You're still feeling nostalgic about certain times that you guys have shared. You're still fantasizing about certain aspects of the relationship, intimate moments that you guys have spent with one another. We have insight right after that. Perhaps this insight is giving you the clarity that you've been needing in regard to this relationship. But we do have disillusion, so it came to an end. Falling right below separation. It broke your heart. It definitely hurt you. It hurt them as well. Look at this. Social media falling right below signs. Okay? So there's something about social media and networking and whatever it is that you see either on Facebook, on Twitter, on Snapchat, Instagram, whatever it is. You might see your person on there and it brings you right back, you know, when times were good between the two of you. We have enlightenment, followed by divine union, and believe it or not, waiting. Okay? So you both have a waiting card coming through here. You're both waiting. Perhaps, Gemini, you guys are really on the same path, the same page, which is again reflective off of that mirroring twin flame energy, and you don't even realize it. You're both waiting for the other, but without anyone taking any sort of action to create movement. That's why there's no action, because no one's doing anything to come towards the other. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you want them to reach out to you, and they are coming forward letting you know here, Gemini, that they actually are waiting to hear from you. Part of this enlightenment is coming to your own realizations of what it is that you want. What you want in your love life, what you want in life, period. But this is the type of bond that the two of you share. It is a divine union. It is a very special soul connection, which is why despite whatever drama went on in the connection between the two of you, you're still drawn to one another. You're both waiting. Perhaps waiting for the right time to reach out, to come together. Wow. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and grab some additional insight from the tarot deck. This is the Bougie deck by Sal Biodora of Eat, Read, Love. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and get some additional messages for you from the tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides for Gemini. Where are you currently? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? So yes, you guys are in separation. Yes, the relationship came to an end. But I don't think it's a done deal here. I feel like this is flying up in the reverse, so that's how I'm going to read it. This is the Knight of Wands, which is fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but I am guided to read it reversed. The Knight of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's angry, somebody who's impulsive, somebody who's reckless. So that's what's coming through here, picking up off of your own vibe, Gemini. So if you're dealing with a fire sign especially, perhaps that's how they're coming forward. You guys could have been arguing. Some angry words were exchanged. Somebody did something impulsively and may have regretted what they did. And that contributed, I feel, Gemini, as to why you guys are in separation for some of you. We do have the Eight of Cups, which is water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Eight of Cups is escapism. It is disappointment. It's somebody who walked away, leaving something behind, or leaving someone behind. So if they left you behind, Gemini, especially if you're dealing with a water sign, it's coming through here, and it's falling right below fantasizing. So if they left you behind for someone else, or because they were already attached and unavailable, and this was a third-party situation, it could be picking up off of that. And that, for some of you guys, is why they had to leave you behind, because they were already involved with somebody else. But this represents a soul connection, a divine union, because your person is feeling empty without you. So clearly the relationship that they are in, for whoever's resonating with this, they're not fulfilled in that relationship, yet there is no action because they haven't done anything to get themselves free from that connection. We have the Six of Wands coming through, so we have more fire, more Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. The Six of Wands is all about self-confidence. And perhaps your person, Gemini, is trying to find the self-confidence that's needed here to reach out to you. Or this could also be what it is that you need them to do to be able to create movement towards you, especially if you don't feel that it's up to you to create movement. But the Six of Wands is a beautiful card because it's tapping into victory and success. Falling right below soul connection. Victory and success tied into this connection, Gemini. And then we have the Page of Cups right after that, which is more water. So the Page of Cups, that energy is tied into synchronicities and creative energy. The Page of Cups is a dreamer, somebody who can be very sensitive as well. But this particular page is coming in with a happy surprise for you, Gemini. And again, they could be your twin flame. We also have the Page of Wands. So we have two pages right next to each other. So these two pages, especially if you happen to be feminine energy, Gemini, you might actually have two pages that are vying for your attention, which for some of you, again, this could have created a third-party situation. The Page of Wands is very enthusiastic. They're all about excitement and exploration, but this person also wants their freedom. Okay, so you might actually be dealing with a bit of a player here. You know, they want to play, they want to engage, but at the same time, they're unable to fully commit because they're messing around with other people, or you might just be one of their options. They enjoy that freedom. They're not afraid to explore what other connections are like. It's very exciting for them. That's a part of their energy. They like excitement. And if part of what it is that they're excited about is infidelity and cheating and stepping out on a really good relationship, then that's not something that you're ultimately wanting to engage in, Gemini. And then we've got the moon, followed by the 10 of Wands. Okay, so with the moon's energy, more lies, disillusion, deception, affairs, third parties. It's all tied into that. Anxiety, paranoia, fantasies, desires, fears that you might have or be dealing with. Or this could all be a part of your person's energies too. But the moon is coming through here for your set of cards here, Gemini, because you've been heavily impacted by the energy of the moon here and everything that went on between you and this person. So there's healing that is needed here. There are burdens that need to be laid down. And if, again, you're dealing with a fire sign here, because we've got quite a few wands represented here, part of those burdens that they're carrying have something to do with their actions and what they did to create that separation between the two of you. Which perhaps is why you're telling them at this time the answer is no. Because until they're ready to take responsibility for their own actions and whatever these burdens are that are coming forward from that 10 of Wands, you can't carry it for them because you've got your own. You've got your own burdens to carry, Gemini, whatever that is. But the moon has dark energies to it, yes, but it also has light. And that's where the healing is. There's always success after a period of devastation and despair. And I feel currently that might be where you guys are at. You have a broken heart here due to the separation. But you are recognizing the bond that you share with one another. Soul connection, divine union, mirroring energy tied into twin flame. You guys are both waiting for the other to create movement. But right now, without anybody doing anything, you guys are at a stalemate, at a crossroads. Somebody needs to create movement towards the other, towards an opportunity to just be able to talk and address the issues. Okay, so we're going to grab some dialogue messages here, Gemini. We're going to pull from a few different card decks. We'll start with your person, Gemini, and let's take a look and see how do they feel about you. And you might even resonate with some of these messages for yourself. But let's go ahead and focus on the individual that you're watching this reading for, and how do they feel about you? If given the opportunity, what would they want to say to you? You guys are in separation. There's no action coming through here. So we'll grab a few from here. And let's go ahead and see what it is that your person needs to say to you. Okay, and let's grab this bottom card. All right. Oh, I'm not surprised to see that one. I'm spying on you. We already had the social media card that came forward here, so you guys might actually both be doing this, checking each other out from a distance on social media. things just got too heavy for me. Yeah, I would imagine that would be the case, especially if your person was unavailable to begin with. Or if they were just engaged in casual relationships and they weren't able to commit, you know, or not the type to commit, since we already had the commitment phobia that came through earlier. You inspire me to be the best version of myself. You are an inspiration to your person, Gemini. I am constantly wondering what you are up to. Yeah, that's understandable. But at the same time, you know, they're just waiting as well. They want to reach out, but they just don't have the guts to be able to follow through, you know. They might have picked up their phone and at the last second just chickened out, like, oh, I can't do this. You know, they might even be afraid that you would reject them or not even be open to talking or reconnecting. And that could certainly be the case for some of my Geminis. I'm feeling a magnetic pull toward you. Yeah, they still feel drawn to you, Gemini. And the last message, I want to reach out, but something always stops me. Yeah, especially again, if they already are attached to somebody else, if they're in another relationship, they're not exactly free to even reach out to you. And it could also be their own insecurities and fears that are stopping them from reaching out to you, Gemini. You know? So, how do you feel about them? This is the Divine Love and Separation deck. Take whichever one you are guided towards, whichever one you resonate with. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. We'll grab the same amount. We have 6 here, so we'll go ahead and grab 6 from this deck, Gemini, which of course is, I was going to say, 6s for me remind me of the month of June, which for some of my Geminis is your birthday month. Okay, let's grab the bottom of the deck here. All right, what do we have? So again, take whichever one you're guided towards from this particular batch of dialogue. Okay, first one. I see your name in random places and things. For some of you, it could be something as simple as these letters that came forward. Especially if some of you guys are watching for somebody named Ryan, because that was so totally random. Yeah. Gemini, you might actually be seeing your person's name in totally unexpected ways. That's a sign. It's trying to grab your attention. Next message. Time to flip the page and begin a new chapter in our love story. But the question is, who's going to flip that page? Right now, there's no action. You're both waiting for each other to create action. And without anybody actually doing anything, you guys are kind of in limbo, just waiting for the other person. But this is coming through for some of my Geminis that you're open to starting a new chapter with your person here. Next card. My anxiety is becoming worse knowing you may not want me anymore. Okay, so that's coming through for some of you. Especially again, if your person has moved on to another relationship or they were already a part of one. And if it's been a really long time since you guys have talked or even spoken to one another, but you're still feeling drawn to each other, but no communication, you know, part of that anxiety way of thinking is going down a very deep end, a very dark space of a lot of what ifs, because we just don't know. Everybody's got their own free will. You know, what are they up to? Are they even happy without me? I don't feel that they are, because they're feeling quite empty without you, Gemini. There is a void that came forward, if I can find it. there was that void that came through from your person, and clearly they're coming through communicating to you here that they feel this emptiness. Gemini, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. I didn't grab enough of the cards. Here we are. See? Void and empty. So even if they are in another relationship, without you, they feel like something's missing. Next message. Nothing has been the same. We're both shifting. That's because you guys are mirroring each other without even realizing it. Next message. Call. I've been needing to hear your ringtone. So for some of my Geminis, you're waiting for that phone call, and they're waiting for a phone call from you. Last card. I read our text messages for comfort, looking through past conversations and reminiscing, feeling nostalgic, and that did come forward. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab dialogue from the last deck. This is the Angelic Revelation 144 Naked Flame Healing Messages deck. Take whichever one resonates with you, Gemini. Some of these messages could, of course, be from your person. Angels and spirit guides for Gemini, please. Who needs to speak up here? Is it your person? Is it you, Gemini? Please bring it forward, angels. Please bring it forward at this time. Let's grab the bottom. Okay, what do we have? All right, here we are. First one. I enjoy the thrill of the chase and want to surprise you, so please let me have the space so I can pursue you for a change. Somebody wants to be the chaser here. Question is, Gemini, are you the chaser or the runner? Next message. I want us to reconcile after we have had time on our journeys to work through our individual challenges and then continue to grow in union. So for some of you guys, your person is clearly telling you here they want to reconcile with you, Gemini. But they also feel that you both have work to do on yourselves. And when the timing is right, you can come back towards each other and to be able to grow this partnership. Next message. We have that crazy kind of love and hot passion even after all of this time. That's why we get triggered by each other so easily and argue. I find it such a turn on when you get mad with me because it shows me just how much you do care, and that's so sexy. Interesting message. So you guys could have also been very compatible sexually, very hot and heavy, very passionate. Next message. I receive your telepathic messages and I respond. I feel your touch, your sexual energy, and I am driven with desire for you. I want our bodies and souls to become one again. See? Very passionate. And when you guys were together, sharing those intimate moments, it was fiery hot. Just very intense. Even from a distance, they still feel you. Your presence, that sexual energy, they still desire you, Gemini. I feel, again, because you guys are coming forward as twin flames in this reading, you could certainly be resonating with some of these messages for yourself too. Next message. My desire is to be with you, but I can't ask you to wait for me because at this time, I am burdened by a sense of duty and responsibilities. Your person, again, Gemini, could already be attached to somebody else. They could be married. They could have children. They could have families that they need to take care of. That is a part of their sense of duty and responsibilities. And even though they want to be with you, they can't, not right now, which is why there is no action. Not that they don't want to, because I feel that they do, but it's more of an I can't. Like, I can't do it, not right now. So they have to either detach themselves from a relationship that no longer fulfills them. They need to make up their mind. They need to create movement. If they want to reach out, they just need to reach out already. Last one. I feel burdened by responsibilities. Sometimes I just want to run away with you. See? They've got responsibilities that they cannot run away from. And when they are overwhelmed, Gemini, they just want to run away towards your direction. They want to be with you. At the end of the day, they want to be with you. But for now, they can't. And perhaps you already know this, which is more than likely why you haven't reached out either. So it's two people who are in separation that still feel drawn to each other. The chemistry is there. The pull, that magnetic pull, is there. But it's almost like you're at a stalemate because you can't do anything about it right now. And so you're checking each other out on social media or feeling each other's energies in the fifth dimension for now. Because everybody's got their own free will. What's coming through here today might not be what comes forward a year from now in regard to that connection. Especially whoever's attached makes themselves available for the other person. You know, so if any of this resonates with you personally, if it's actually reversed in your situation, Gemini, if you're the one that's attached and the other person's, you know, just waiting for you, you know, take it for how it's resonating with you if any of these messages go the other way for your particular situation. Wow. All right, guys, so let's grab some future energies here. Let's take a look and see what else needs to come forward. So we'll grab some insight from the romance angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini for this bonus reading for the first half of March. Future energies for Gemini, please. Will you guys actually create movement towards each other? Is there a reconciliation that's possible? Angels and spirit guides, please. There are red flags, of course, especially if somebody is already in another relationship. Third parties, karmics, someone who's married. All of that needs to be addressed and addressed properly, because you guys cannot continue moving forward. Actually, there's no way that you can move forward unless these red flags are addressed. Plain and simple. That's it. Because this person is the one for you, Gemini. And look here, like what I was saying, you got to release that ex because of deception. Yes, some of you have children. You both might have had children from previous relationships. This would have been a blended family for some of you guys. So in order for the two of you to come together, the person that they're with currently has to be an ex. There cannot be any deception moving forward. That needs to be released as well. Somebody, whoever's being secretive, they need to take that mask off and be real and be honest. And yes, children have been affected by this partnership. This is exactly what needs to happen here. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. There's a lot of lessons that need to be learned here by your person, by you, Gemini. You both have this journey that is not done. And I feel too, for whoever is attached, and I feel it is your person, Gemini, if they're married, if they're already in another committed relationship, if they're not being real with their partner, if they're keeping secrets still, even if it is just energetically because you guys are not together, and there's still that emotional attachment to you, but they're just staying for a matter of convenience or for whatever reason, they need to get real with themselves. They need to learn those lessons from the situation that they've allowed themselves to be a part of. And then they need to be able to forgive themselves for whatever role they played in all that drama in order to release that past and move forward towards you. Look here. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. This could be the one for you, Gemini. This is telling you here that it might actually be worth working on this partnership. Trust, if there were trust issues between the two of you, the situation is calling for you to have faith. Give your relationship a chance. And yes, the chemistry is off the chain. You guys are still definitely very attracted towards each other. And as this card states, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And I feel, Gemini, you've always known that. You've always felt that. And they have as well. But yeah, get rid of those red flags. All right, let's grab some Lover's Oracle for this reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini for this bonus reading for the first half of March. We have one flying out already. Got another one. Okay, that's plenty, but we'll grab them. Okay, so this one flew out. This was the very first one. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So if you and your person, Gemini, if you guys butt heads, if you get into arguments, criticizing one another, there has to be acceptance, because you ultimately cannot change each other. You got to love each other for who you are and who they are and what you both are bringing to the table of this relationship. For those, again, who've been at a distance from one another for a while, we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. And what I pick up off of that is sometimes when two people have been in separation for a good chunk of time, you got to start at square one. You got to start from the very beginning. The root of your connection, where you guys started as friends. It has to be simple and just go back to the basics of your relationship and rebuild from there. And this time around, get rid of any deception, any secrets, and just move forward on a stronger foundation for your partnership. But it all starts with the friendship that you guys had from the very beginning. Next message. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And this, to me, is my twin flame card from this deck, because you guys are, again, mirroring one another. It's like looking in the mirror. You see the good and the bad. So that's why twin flame connections are often considered to be wonderful, but it's got elements of that love-hate type bond between two people too. It definitely has its challenges. Reflection, mirroring, twin flame. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And that is being reiterated right there. With the trust card, the situation is calling for you to have faith. We have surrender. Okay? At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and all will work out. It's one of those things too, Gemini, where sometimes you gotta just let it go. And if it comes back to you, that's because it's meant for you. Out with the old, in with the new, And finally, we have healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So hang in there, Gemini. I have a feeling that there's a chance you guys can actually overcome the obstacles that you're facing at this time when it comes to this connection. All right, so let's close this out with some final healing messages here. Let's add to this with some additional healing messages for you, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Some final thoughts, final healing messages for this bonus reading for the first half of March. We have listening flying out of the deck, listening to the angels, being guided by the angels, guided by your faith and your intuition. All right, let me grab this bottom card. We have a few. We've got meditation, enchantment, serenity. Yep, surrender and release. And as I mentioned, you have listening. And look at this. You've got blessings that are on their way to you, Gemini. Sometimes when you're surrounded by chaos and too much going on around you, it's very difficult to just have some peace and quiet to figure things out for yourself. If that's what you need to do, is to just go within and meditate, go for it. If it's going to give you the clarity and insight that you need, do what you got to do to be able to have clarity over this situation or any other aspect of your life that needs clarity. Enchantment is very magical and energy for me. This is sort of like a fairy tale type energy when it comes to a love reading especially. And when you met this person, Gemini, it could have felt almost too good to be true. I mean, they are coming forward as the one for you. This could be the one. And I feel you guys, with a second chance, you can have that again to where it feels like a fairy tale, like everything is perfect and it's just going right for a change. I do love how we have serenity, because this is telling you here, Gemini, that you've had enough chaos and drama, not only in your love life, but other areas of your life too. For some of you guys, things are going to smooth out. The road ahead is a lot more tranquil. But you got to let go of what no longer is serving a purpose in your life. Surrender and release. Okay? Let go. If it's meant to come back to you, it will. Lay those heavy burdens down. And as I mentioned, listen to the angels, listen to the intuition that you have. If you're one to turn to prayer, definitely listen to a higher power, to God. Your spirit guides, they're there for you, for guidance, for support. Blessings. Lots and lots of blessings coming your way, Gemini. So keep a lookout for these blessings. Open up your arms to them and welcome them into your life. And some of these blessings are being showered down on this very challenging issue that's going on in your love life. I have a feeling, guys, that at the end of the day, this has the potential to actually work itself out. That's a part of the blessings that you're receiving. But also that applies to every area of your life, Gemini, that needs those blessings and prayers. Okay, so the angels, they're watching out for you. You're going to be okay. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of it resonated with you, I do hope that it helped you out, that it gave you the clarity and guidance that you needed. And again, if you're interested in your own personal private reading at this time, all of that information is down below in the description box. Thank you guys so very much for being here and for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.